Good afternoon, guys. I hope all of you can see and hear me. If you can see and hear me, just type it in the comment box. And meanwhile, I'll also check in my other device if everything is fine. So if everything is fine, I can actually immediately get started. So can you see and hear? Yeah, I think everything is good. Looks great. So let's get started, guys. Let's get started. Let me start my presentation. Okay. So let's start with our as usual our rules. The rules are like this. All the stocks which I have actually chosen are based on all the ideas which I am sharing with you are based on technical breakouts, but it's always advised that you make your own analysis before you do any kind of trading or investing. This is purely done from the educational perspective. If you are doing any investment, it is purely at your own risk and it's your own discretion which you are trying to do this. Please understand this, all the stocks have a stop loss and the targets. Ensure that either one of them are hit, you need to move out of that. Please trade with only the amount of money you can afford to lose. Don't put all the money in one stock, because there is all the possibility that the stop loss can get hit. So you need to always put money in diversified things. As always, I give you 4 to 5 stocks so that you can diversify your investment. So uh, some of them may actually do well and some of them may not do good. So that's something which is there. Guys, I'm not charging anything for that. My whole interest is that my whole intention is you make as much money as possible. And if you're making money, the only request I have is like this video, subscribe the channel, and share it with all your friends. And also try to do a charity. 10% of that keep aside and help others. So that's something which I would urge to do. That's something which I really want you to help. Thank you very much. Let's get started. Let's quickly see what happened on 1st February. Whatever we have done, all targets have achieved. And if you see Cipla, actually stop loss got hit, and then actually if you have seen the way it has moved up today, it has hit all our targets also. So that's some challenge. Sometimes it happens in the market, and all the other things are still doing fine. I think it is continue to do fine. Tata Chemicals, the stocks are very good. Even now they can continue with the, our targets are hit, but probably as long as the momentum is continuing, I think you can continue with these stocks. All of them are still doing fine, and I think today Apollo is has this result, so probably there could be some more movement which could happen with Apollo also. So the next thing is to do with the UPL. First target has got achieved. It is struggling a little bit, but it's okay. I think everything is fine. It can still give you the other targets. Reliance has hit all the targets. Now, as long as the momentum is going to continue, I think 2000, 2100 is quite possible in Reliance also. So as long as momentum is continue, can continue. ITC, I have told you, it's a very important resistance which is there at 220. It has to break. We are actually still struggling in the same way. So I think call is still active as long as we are there. We may be in a range, but once we are able to break that, there is a big movement which is possible in ITC. So many times when you want, it won't actually happen. Then actually suddenly the movement happens. So that's something which is there. You can probably look at, if you don't want to actually take chances, you can actually exit that. And once it crosses 222 and holds, then probably you can look at that. The next thing is about JSW Steel. Again, it's hit all the targets, and if it can continue, I think it has all the potential to move much more higher. So for today, let's look at this. Biocon has come to very, very powerful positions as long as it holds the current level. So the stop loss, I have kept it as day low. If you want to keep a smaller stop loss, we can keep at somewhere around 394, 395 kind of a place. But overall, as long as Biocon can hold and start moving higher, there's a good potential for it to move to 410, 420, 430. So that is true with Biocon. Next is TCS. TCS has actually now trying to trade on a very important level at this place. So as long as we can hold this again, that's why the stop loss is a little bigger. Again, I have kept it as day low, but as long as right now it is going to see, we have to start moving higher. There is no point in actually moving down, because we are at a very important, we have broken all resistances in Nifty, Bank Nifty, on Financial Nifty, or any of them. All of them are actually Sensex. Everything is at all-time highs, and these are also, there very high probability it will go back and test its previous all-time high. So that's something currently the whole thing is it has to hold these levels. That's something which is there. If you want to keep a smaller stop loss, you can keep below 3200. You can keep a smaller stop loss, and it should actually move ahead. As long as it moves in ahead, I think there's a big upside again available in TCS. BHEL has results, and I think we are at a sweet spot, and things can actually really do phenomenally well for BHEL also. So 39.5 to 40 is what we are looking at keeping a stop loss, sorry, entry, and 38.5 will be our stop loss. As long as it can hold, we have all the potential to move to 42, 43, 45. And this is a multi-bagger stock. If you have come and seen my budget related stocks, this is one of my recommendations. If you are looking for a multi-bagger for a long term, this is something you need to start accumulating. There is a lot of potential for this to move much more higher. It's a very highly undervalued stock, and now that the government wants to divest this, so there's a lot of actually potential which is going to come here. It's going to get privatized, and also many things are going to happen with that. So it's an amazing stock at this point of time. The next thing is to do with Wipro. So Wipro 433, 435 could be the buying levels. 429 could be your stop loss, and we have all the potential to move to 440, 445, and 450 kind of place. So guys, all these are at very ideal levels, and there is a lot of potential to move much higher. And final stock for today is DLF. In fact, I had actually planned for recommending you yesterday itself, but somehow I missed it. That's why you can see only 4 stocks yesterday, because I had actually put this and I forgot to actually talk about it. Anyway, right now at this price also, it is still okay to buy 290 to 91, and below 2 to 85 you can keep the stop loss. It has the potential to move to 300, 310. And recently with the budget, there's much more things in the infrastructure space. There's a lot of money which is actually being spent that is going to help all the housing projects, cement, steel, all these things also can actually move quite high. DLF could be one of the beneficiary, because one more thing is on the affordable housing and all, they're coming out, and most of the builders are getting involved in one or the other things. So I think this is the stocks which are there for today, guys. I hope this helps you. And coming to Nifty Bank Nifty, I have told you yesterday also, we have no resistance, guys. Right now there is no resistance. Psychologically, resistance will be 14,900, 15,000. There's no other specific resistance from the option chain perspective. For till tomorrow, we are not expecting it to go above 15,000. See, 15,000, if we go 15,050, 15,100 could be the max we can go, because option gain as per at least for today and tomorrow, because tomorrow is the option expiry, and 15,000 is where the highest open interest for calls are there. That means very unlikely it will close above that, but anything is possible, as you know, in the market. Okay, guys, I hope this really helps you. Thank you very much. See you on the other side. And in fact, if you have still not actually subscribed my channel, go ahead and subscribe that. And I have a lot of things in the playlist. You need to actually watch that. It's very important. If you are new to the market, or if you want to be a professional trader, these are certain things which is very essential for you to watch. So let me actually share with you what is there in the playlist which you are missing out if you have not been doing it. So this is actually something which you have to watch. So one is to do with the 5-day stock market program, which has all the details on the basics of the stock market, reading your candlestick charts, taking your perfect entry exit using indicators and the best practices. And if you want to be a professional trader, don't miss to see this. This is very important. It talks to you about how you can become a professional trader. I have a pre-training program, and the first day of the training program is available here. And in this video, you can watch what all things are there, and there is a link in the description. Go ahead and join this program. It is just for 499 rupees. I think that will really help you. And don't forget to actually watch my other videos specifically related to budget. I have done some yesterday. I have done a very important, you can see the budget special stocks, especially on the infrastructure space. I talked about that, the levels, and what are we expecting, all these things. Don't miss that. I'm coming out with a lot more stocks, lot of sectors very soon. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great